Sarada Uchiha is a well-received character within the Boruto series. She has many great moments and has an aspiration to become Hokage, which is something to look forward to when it comes to reading this series. However, as of late within the Boruto manga, Boruto and Kawaki have separated themselves into a league of their own. With them becoming Otsutsuki, it's pretty clear that Sarada is lacking behind in terms of power. And when it comes to the Boruto story, in order to progress and at least be relevant, you need to play some sort of significant role, at least in terms of power and wittiness. We've seen characters that are not on the level of Boruto and Kawaki like Shikamaru, Amado, Ino play pivotal roles, and at least when it comes to Sarada, she hasn't had that moment yet. And at least when it comes to the last couple of chapters in the manga, it has been discovered that she resists Ada's love ability, so that does give her an angle to play some sort of pivotal role within the story as of late. Ever since the Boro fight where she did use Chidori for the first time, she really hasn't played a role in the manga. She hasn't done much, and as a fan of this character, I really want to see her shine. And when looking at the main characters of this series, at least in the new gen, Boruto, Kawaki, Mitsuki, and Sarada, unfortunately, she is the weakest among the four. I mean, Boruto and Kawaki are Otsutsuki, Kawaki has the Koma seal with Ishiki's Dojutsu, Boruto has access to the True Essence form, Mitsuki has Sage Mode, and when looking at Sarada's abilities, right now she only has the 3 Tomo Sharingan. And in the anime, it's only worse, as she only has the 2 Tomo Sharingan, so the anime has to do something for her to unlock the third one before she even gets a new power-up. And speaking of a new power-up that I think Sarada will get next, I definitely do think she'll get the Mangekyou Sharingan to bring her up to the same level as Boruto, Kawaki, and Mitsuki. Boruto chapter 75 did show a small foreshadowing of Mitsuki entering his Sage Mode, so we will definitely see Mitsuki use his Sage Mode for the very first time in the manga, where, at least from what we've seen thus far in the anime, it hasn't shown too many impressive feats. Mitsuki's best feat when it comes to using Sage Mode is harming Deepa. He temporarily stunned, which I doubt is enough power to even take him down. And at least when it comes to the manga, whenever Mitsuki does tap into the Sage Mode, I definitely do think they will give him a boost in terms of power and speed, as he does seem like he is in a rage, whether he fights Momoshiki or presumably Kawaki when it comes to the main storyline, as Kawaki wants to kill Boruto ever since he did make that statement last chapter. With Kawaki wanting to kill Boruto, it's pretty clear that the only people that can really save Boruto from going through this pain and potentially dying again is Sarada and Mitsuki. When it comes to these characters, I'm not really worried about Mitsuki, as he does have his Sage Mode, which has untapped potential. When it comes to Sarada, there are plenty of things that the story can do to push her to this level of Boruto, Kawaki, and Mitsuki. However, the one ability that I think that could push her over to this level is the Mangekyou Sharingan. Now, in order to awaken the Mangekyou Sharingan, a user must suffer through trauma from witnessing the death of someone close, like a loved one. We've seen this consistently, for example, with Sasuke. Same thing goes with the likes of Itachi after you witness Shisui's death. However, when it comes to Sarada, I definitely do think the series will take a different approach when it comes to Sarada awakening the Mangekyou Sharingan. When it comes to Sarada gaining new power-ups, I definitely do think this is the most proper approach, as I've seen some other theories from the fandom talking about how will Sarada get stronger. People said that Sarada will somehow gain Sasuke's Rinnegan, but we've seen what happened to Sasuke's Rinnegan after all. Other people have said that Amado will modify her, just like how Amado has modified some of the cyborgs to be able to surpass the likes of Jigen in terms of power. However, I doubt that Sasuke and Sakura will allow Sarada to be modified by this random old man. I doubt that Sasuke will allow something like that. So I think the most natural way for Sarada to become stronger is for her to unlock the Mangekyou Sharingan. So, like with the Jogan video that I made a couple videos ago, I did ask you guys in the Discord server about how do you think Sarada will unlock the Mangekyou Sharingan and what abilities do you guys think she will get. And I got a plethora of answers like the last time when it comes to the Jogan video. However, the difference when it comes to this one is that many of you guys said the same similar things. Some people said that she will unlock the Mangekyou Sharingan by witnessing Sasuke's death, Sakura's death, and that she will potentially get it post time skip. Now, in my opinion, I think she will unlock the Mangekyou Sharingan very soon. As a matter of fact, I think she'll get it pre-time skip. I know people are saying that, oh, it's too early for her to get it. It seems like it'll be way too early. However, when it comes to the main characters of the storyline, Boruto, Kawaki, and even the villains Code, Ada, and Damon, they have reached a level where nobody really has a chance to contend with them in the first place. And if characters like Sarada and Mitsuki even want to be relevant in the first place in this story, they need to be brought up to that level. And by the time we get to that time skip, it's pretty unknown what the story story will do. And as Kawaki and Boruto are getting stronger, Sarada and Mitsuki are going to get left behind in the dust. I think it's imperative for Sarada to be brought up to this level as quickly as possible. I know a lot of people don't like the power progression to Boruto, however, the one thing that Kishimoto is continuing ever since Kodachi left the series is that the power progression is rising rapidly. With Boruto and Kawaki becoming pure Otsutsuki, Kawaki becoming stronger and having more dexterity with the use of Ishiki's dojutsu, Boruto potentially gaining the Jogan very soon with him saying that he can channel Momoshiki's powers better now that he has access to the true essence form of karma. I think it's pretty imperative that Sarada desperately needs a new power up very soon. I mean, I definitely do think in the next couple of chapters of the Boruto manga, Kawaki is going to fight Boruto. We're definitely going to get the fight between Boruto versus Kawaki very soon in the manga, and I think Sarada and Mitsuki will have to step in order to protect Boruto, because at least right now, looking at it on paper, Sarada can't do shit against Kawaki. Let's be real here, she's not going to do anything, and Mitsuki, he has a better chance considering that if he ever witnesses Boruto die again or gets seriously hurt, he's going to go in a rage, which we did see in chapter 75 when Boruto saw the future vision when he used Momoshiki's Byakugan. So when it comes to Sarada, at least, she's the biggest anomaly here among the four main characters of this series. Mitsuki and Sarada have been treated as irrelevant fodder side characters, and I think it's her time to rise. She wants to become Hokage, she wants to lead and protect everyone, and for her to become something like that, she has to become stronger, and I think the perfect time is for it to happen in the next couple of chapters. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna say it right now, I think Sarada's unlocking her Mangekyou Sharingan very soon. I wouldn't say in the next couple of chapters, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if she does, especially with the fact that in the future vision that Boruto saw through Momoshiki's Byakugan, we did see a POV of Kawaki looking down with blood on his face, and at least through my interpretation, it does look like Boruto is on the ground, maybe desperately hurt or in a dying position, and if Sarada witnesses that, she might unlock her Mangekyou, as we know that she does have the 3 tomo, at least in the Boruto manga. The Boruto anime is adapting the code arc right now, and in the anime at least, she only has the 2 tomo Sharingan. The anime for some reason has decided to retcon the 3 tomo Sharingan. They didn't show her gain the 3rd tomo yet, and I do imagine that we will get some anime canon, whether it's an episode or an arc, where she will gain the 3rd tomo. I don't know if it's going to be shown in the chapter 58 adaptation in the anime, or in a separate anime canon arc or episode, but the anime will have to find a way to squeeze in Sarada gaining that 3rd tomo somehow, some way, because they did retcon it during the Boro fight, as the manga has kind of skipped over the progression of Sarada's Sharingan. When it was initially shown in the manga during the Chunin exam, she only had the 1 tomo, and that was consistent up until the Boro fight, where magically she had a 3 tomo Sharingan. Of course, the anime has shown some of its progression, like her unlocking the 2nd tomo in the battle against Deepa in the Boruto anime. The one thing that I kind of want to express is that I think Sarada is going to unlock her Mangekyou Sharingan in a completely different way compared to her predecessors. I mean, Sasuke, Madara, and Itachi, they've unlocked their Mangekyou Sharingan by witnessing death from a close one. However, the one thing that's been somewhat relatively consistent when it comes to Sarada's progression of her Sharingan, she has progressed her Sharingan through love. When she initially awakened the Sharingan, it was through the excitement of meeting Sasuke, her father, for the very first time. When she awakened the 2nd tomo, it was from protecting Boruto from a blast from Deepa, so Boruto wouldn't die in battle. And at least from the 2 times that we have seen Sarada progress her Sharingan, it's been through the protection or the excitement from protecting and meeting her loved ones, and I think this is going to be consistent with her progression of power. We haven't seen how Sarada has unlocked her 3rd tomo yet. As we know, Kawaki is going to hunt down Boruto first, as his goal is to exterminate all of the Otsutsuki, and with Boruto being at the top of his hit list, I think the way that Sarada will unlock her Mangekyou Sharingan is via protecting Boruto in a life or death situation in order to stop Kawaki from killing Boruto. I think that's pretty consistent, at least what's been portrayed in the anime and manga. I think it's going to continue to do that, as Sarada has a crush on Boruto. This has been shown plenty of times where Sarada has shown and poured her heart out to Boruto. I haven't been the biggest fan of the Boruto anime last year from the content that we got, but the one thing that has been consistent is that Sarada truly cares about Boruto, where I think she does just love him. I mean, when Boruto sacrificed his life to stop the war against the Funato clan, Sarada poured her heart out and she said that her heart was gonna break after witnessing Boruto's quote-unquote death. And we saw what happened, and even Mitsuki was raging in his stage mode and he almost snapped, but he decided to hold back out of the wish for Boruto. And even though Boruto was alive and he got saved in the end, it just shows you how much Sarada cares about Boruto. And if Kawaki kills Boruto again or severely damages him to the point where he almost dies, I think Sarada could snap, and I think this is how Sarada will progress in power to be able to fight Kawaki, Momoshiki, and more future threats like more Otsutsuki in the story. Right now in the story, man, Sarada on paper, it's looking pretty rough, man. I don't really see how she can fight Kawaki or Boruto if he were to ever turn. Like if Momoshiki takes over, maybe if Momoshiki tries to kill Sarada, she's gonna have to find a way to protect herself. And when it comes to these Otsutsuki, like I said, man, on paper it looks pretty damn one-sided. Sarada is one of my favorite characters in this series, and as of late within the Code arc, she has the ability to resist Ada's love ability, and I think this is the angle for the story to give Sarada the Mangekyou Sharingan. I don't think it's gonna be post time skip with the power progression of the series. I don't think it's too early. I think it's the perfect time. We even seen the likes of Obito unlock his Mangekyou Sharingan at the age of 13 and 14, and Sarada's at that age. She's at that similar age where she can unlock it. She's fought so many strong opponents that she needs to get it as soon as possible, or else she's gonna fall behind in the story. And with her being tasked to potentially kill Ada through Shikamaru's words, she's gonna need that Mangekyou Sharingan in order to fight these people. Now, I think when people hear the Mangekyou Sharingan, they're gonna sigh or roll their eyes, because the Mangekyou Sharingan, while it is powerful from what we've seen in Shippuden, we've seen characters gain more powerful abilities than the MS, like the Rinnegan, Tenseigan, 6-pass power-ups that greatly surpass the Mangekyou. However, I think this is going to be unique for the likes of Sarada, where her Mangekyou is going to be on a different level compared to the likes of Sasuke, Itachi, Madara, Obito, etc. And I think when it comes to the abilities, many of you guys did say time manipulation, genjutsu, things of that nature, and while it's kind of hard to say what type of ability that she will get, I just hope that it's hacks enough to bring her up to that level, because let's be honest here, she needs to be at least somewhat relative to Boruto and Kawaki. We do see in the flash forward scene and the time skip that is just Boruto and Kawaki, so it's still up for question on what happened to Sarada in the future, if she's dead or if she's just written another story. But for her to be even relevant in the first place, to show off her power, she needs to get a power up ASAP, and I think her getting the MS is the first step to it. I think her Mangekyou is going to be on a completely different level, a different stratosphere compared to the previous Uchiha. I mean, she has great taijutsu, she has solid chakra control, she is pretty powerful, but she's gonna need something to bring her up to the level of the other main characters, or she's gonna drown out just like many of the other characters in Boruto. This is the one thing that I have a problem in Boruto. I wouldn't say this is a bad thing, but a lot of the other side characters don't play a role, considering that only the strongest main characters actually play a pivotal role. Boruto, Kawaki, Ada, Daemon Code, and then the previous cast like Naruto, Sasuke, Shikamaru, etc. People have been saying that Sakura could die, and that's how Sarada will unlock her Mangekyou Sharingan. However, my problem with that is that Sakura plays no role in the story. While yes, she has been shown in the anime, and recently she has played a pivotal role during the Sasuke Red Stone anime adaptation in Boruto, she has not been portrayed to do anything in the manga right now. She isn't present currently in the manga, so in my opinion, if they were to kill her off by the likes of Ada or Code, it wouldn't hit internally, as even though yes, Sarada has a deep connection with their mother, at least when it comes to the audience, Sakura has not played a role in the manga. The last time we've seen Sakura was in chapter 38, after Sasuke got destroyed by Jigen and Sasuke teleported back to the Uchiha household where Sakura saw her husband. So it's been over 40 chapters since we've last seen Sakura in the manga. Maybe if they do go down this route, the anime can show some expansion between Sakura and Sarada. We've seen some episodes where Sarada has trained under Sakura. Same thing goes for Sasuke. I think an alternative to Sarada unlocking their Mangekyou could be Sasuke dying. I mean, this is the one thing that many people have guessed, that Sasuke could die due to Boruto wearing Sasuke's clothes, and if that were to happen, that could be another viable option, as Sasuke, unlike with Sakura, has played a pivotal role with not only the story but with also Boruto's character. So if anybody were to die for Sarada's development, I think it would be Sasuke. With Naruto being written out of the story, I think this is going to be something that is going to progress over time. I think Sarada unlocking her Mangekyou Sharingan through trauma, if they were going to go down that route, would be progressive. By first, Sarada finding out that Naruto sealed away by Kawaki. The second step would probably be something more dramatic, by Boruto getting hurt to the point where he could die or die again. And I think the third step, if they're going to go down this route, is to witness Sasuke's death. If they're going to go down the route of Sasuke dying or Sarada protecting Boruto out of love, whatever route they go down, we're going to feel it. That's why I doubt that Sakura is going to be the one that dies for Sarada to unlock the Mangekyou Sharingan, but I could be wrong. Let me know how you guys feel about this video in the comment section below. I wanted to get one more video out before the Boruto chapter dropped, as I know there has been a lot of discussion when it comes to this chapter. I haven't seen the spoilers yet, so don't worry about that. I will be streaming when the chapter does drop, and I've been watching the anime live on stream, as we know that the code arc is being adapted into the Boruto anime. So if you do want to catch these streams, make sure y'all sub up, hit that noti when I do go live, because these streams be popping, man. I just want to say thank you guys for the endless support. So if you do want to keep up with the community about Boruto and other things like other anime, for example, make sure to join that Discord. I'll link it in the description and in the comments, because I do ask you guys for video recommendations, and videos like this will be made thanks to you guys. So I just want to say thank you guys for the support. How do you think Sarada will unlock her Mangekyou Sharingan, and what abilities do you think she will get? So if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell as well, and have a good day. Peace.